You are live. Cool. Don't know what it's been jumping around. Just gonna go to my channel. Make sure I'm actually live. Oop. There we go. There we go. And Twitch. Looking good. Got the void. The void is back. All right. And looks like X is live. Cool. Cool, cool. Uh-oh. What did John Oliver do? Okay. All right, cool. Cybersecurity is happening. Nice. Cool. It looks like live stream is good to go. I'm gonna go through my numbers. Messed up real bad. October 10th. So on the 10th, oh man, I forgot we gotta go through the whole weekend. I missed a day. I ruined my streak. It would have finally got that fire emoji, but oh well. October 10th, I had 103. Yeah, I was like busy. 103 on Friday. Hey Craig. Yeah, it was a good weekend. It was a good weekend. How about you, man? But I ruined my streak. So let's see. So we got the 10th. About the 11th. Good. 14. Yeah. Saturday, I remembered. Saturday in the morning, I was like, oh, I got to do my school stuff real quick. But on Sunday, I completely forgot. I didn't realize it until it hit me at like, what time was it? It was like 8 o'clock. Yeah, 8 o'clock or about 7:30 after the day had rolled over. It's like, oh no, I completely forgot because I remembered I did it yesterday, and I think I convinced myself that I had done it on Sunday. I was like, oh, I already got my quick school stuff in. It was had my days totally mixed up, so completely missed it. But that's all right. We'll reset. So 30 days. So sometime in mid-November, I'll finally get my fire emoji if I don't miss another day. So hopefully we'll work towards that. But I did get some activity this morning, so we're good to go for this day. So ready for a new streak. But school members though, still climbing up there. Let's see. So let's see. Members metrics. 10th is 491. And then the 11th was 497. And then 503. $500 members, which is crazy, actually. Really crazy. 500 members in the school community, which is great. So that was cool. That was good to see. And then I haven't actually checked YouTube. I should have done some stuff over the weekend. I did not. So size subscribers on, we kind of flattening out here. The 10th had 1070. So yeah, not much growth over Friday. Not surprising. Nobody's watching Nano Banana videos on Friday. And then the 11th we had one, October 11th. So 1071. And 3 on October 12th. Oh wait, not 3. numbers. What did I hit? 1074. Good deal. Good deal. Cool. Yeah, that's something actually I need to. I didn't get a video done Friday. Friday ended up being a long day. And then I didn't do anything over the weekend. So I might try to get a video. I got to get a video done either today or tomorrow. But I got to get multiple videos done. But I think I finally got a bunch of other projects out of the way for the most part. But I need wave payments is definitely in the way. So I need to get wave payments wrapped up as well, which I've been slowly working on. Once I get that in a manageable spot, then I can kind of switch priorities a little bit more. But yeah, I think the other projects I've been working on are in a pretty good spot. Building websites, building automations. Got this, the Northyard LLC. Got this guy wrapped up on Friday, so it's looking not too bad. I haven't got much feedback yet, so hopefully they're good with everything. But they added a new location and wanted a little bit of a different layout to their website, so I got that done. And they had a couple links that they wanted to add, so I did that. But I feel like this is looking pretty clean. I'm doing some SEO for another project, so got that done. And I didn't get it done, but I got a big part of it overhauled, so needed to do a lot of structural stuff for SEO. And then yeah, I guess those are like kind of the other major projects. There's something else, but jumping around. And automations, roofing automations. But that I think is in a good spot for now. There's one more thing I need to do there, but I will get back to that. And yeah, so get back to trying to get this guy to work. I think we got a new version. Yeah, it wasn't matching the the spreadsheet very well. But I think we finally got it to actually create folders correctly, and hopefully, forget what happened last time. I think it didn't follow the JSON data for some reason. It decided to create its own rows. I don't know why. And it's otherwise been pretty good. So I might have to give it the like JSON. I mean, I do give it the JSON example. Like make sure that you create JSON in that same style. So I still kind of am worried that this is like too much context. Oh, I don't know. Maybe not. Probably just not prompting it correctly. So let's see. See if we can fill this guy out again. Now, I was trying to think if there's a better way to do this, because like, I don't like this. I don't like the I guess I went negative on this. Probably should just go positive. So if I do exists, then false can go down here. True can go there. Then create the folder. And I was trying to figure out a way to like inject the data so I don't have to keep filling out the form. That was like the main thing. But I mean, at the same time, once I'm done with this part, I shouldn't have to fill out the form that much. I also will reload this just to make sure we don't get any bugginess. And see, and otherwise I can, my old trick here is I'll just do some JavaScript to fill out the thing. But then I have to like keep track of the script, but could be worse. Let's see. The element, or what's it called? ChatGPT. I opened ChatGPT the other day and it like totally bugged out on me. Let me switch my I'm gonna go find ChatGPT real quick. Whoa, what happened there? ChatGPT. Okay. Give me a script that finds all the form elements here and populates them so that I can run this script in Chrome console and not have to fill this out every single time. The resulting script should be something I could copy, paste, and hit enter to complete the form. Here is the form HTML. And here's the data. Execute, deal, and then this guy. Oh, what's going on? All right, that should be fine. Cool. GPT should be able to handle that. Oh, okay. Things running off the screen. It was like, it's something messed up with the stream, but I think it's good. I think we're good. All right. There we go. So that shouldn't take that long. I mean, in a previous time, I would have written the script myself, but why would I do that when GPT can do it for me? Looks not bad. Let's see. See if it works. Dude, yes. Allow pasting. Oh, no, don't submit the form. Submit. Do not submit. Oh, whoops. Where do I want to put this? Let's put it in the course automation, course creator, course creation. Put it in here, I guess. I think where I want the code. No submit. All right. Let's try that again. So this work. Just gonna restart it just because the forms seem to really have a problem. Oh crap. Do I want to execute the whole thing? I mean, I guess we can. Let's see what happens. All right. So if I inspect this guy, paste, get rid of the submit. There we go. Nice. Did I get everything? Yeah. Introduction, entrepreneurs, beginner, 10, English. Yes, yes, yes. Udemy. Be able to code. Apps, friendly. Yep. Nice. Nailed it. All right. Oh, did it fail because it doesn't exist? Uh-oh. My logic's bad. So So we're gonna search for the folder. That's weird. Now it's decided not to fuzzy match. Because before it was matching like on everything. It's like, oh, if it has a date in it, I'm gonna match it. Weird. Um, but what did we decide? Because we were still, I think we were still deciding on that you'd have your folders. So then for each day, it would go ahead and create a folder for the day. That way, if you're running multiple courses in the same day, then it put them all in one place, right? Oh, what is this? This is not going to work. Cool. Then this guy's going to be that exactly then. So if the folder exists, then use it. If not, oh wait, so then this guy needs to always output data also? Super weird. Exists now is false. Then if it were true, we would select the folder. If not, date, then course folder, then course name folder, then lesson folder. Okay. What would go at the courses folder level? So if let's see. So new folder. Oops, not upload. New folder would be today. I don't have Raycast on here. 25, 10, today, 13. What would be here if it's not the course name? The courses. What would that courses folder be called? I guess it would just say courses. Like that feels like a folder is just courses. Then inside of that would have all the courses. Like I guess this feels unnecessary. Does that make sense? Courses is the courses folder would be implicit, I guess. Then you'd have. You're right. Okay, just making sure. Making sure I'm not missing something. So the courses, all the courses will go in here. So like intro to Python would be here instead. So so we can get rid of that. But I think it makes sense that you'd have, if you have multiple courses in the day, they would all be here. They'd have different titles, but they would all be there. So then we find that folder for the day. If we don't find it, then we'll create it. If we do find it, this will fuzzy match. Oh man, if we fuzzy match it, this is assuming, I guess, that something was found. Fuzzy match is making this like way more complicated than it needs to be. But to do a double if. I think so. If JSON it's basically just need to be a whole expression. If this is it's really messing with me because this was a fuzzy match. Now it's not finding anything. Unless I'm losing my marbles here. Okay, so let's go ahead and execute that again. I'm glad that I have a script for this now. Yeah. Wait, did I create a folder for that? Or yeah, I did create a folder. Oops. Okay, so I found that. I guess that's good. Then did find it. I didn't find anything else. All right, so hang on. Folder 2025 1009. Folder 2025 1010. Date. So then if we run that again, does that find more than one? Should, right? Now it's decided not to fuzzy match. When on Friday it like wouldn't it would find 15 folders. I don't trust it. Something funky's happening here. It's real funky. Also, one of my neighbors is making breakfast, and it smells pretty good. Whatever they're cooking. This is super weird. Wonder if it. I bet the connection's cached. Try that again. I mean, I guess it shouldn't be though. Expect. I mean, I guess if it's going to let me not have to worry about it, then I won't worry about it. Just very surprised. Friday, it was sending all kinds of garbage. But maybe, I don't know, maybe they're having some issues. All right, then if that ID exists, you can just copy file to that folder. Then we get the example data. That's right. I got confused by the example data, I think, so it ended up creating four rows of stuff when it only needed one. Well, I did that, and then the next one it didn't map the columns correctly, so then it was freaking out. Oh, that's right. Now I remember. Now I remember. We're supposed to split this up. Okay, so first we get the exact data, and then we do this. So we're gonna do that first. Now I remember. This is why you take notes, kids. Okay. I'm gonna save that. I'm actually gonna get a drink real quick before I jump into redoing this a little bit. So I'll be right back. All right. Okay. Yeah, that's right. So the course name folder would have the video folder, slides folder, audio folder, PDF folder, quiz folder, additional resources folder, and courses text file, which contains all the course info. And then the course text would have course description plus list of lesson names, who the course is for, what they will learn, etc. But that file might have to come from prompt. Yeah, for sure. That one I think will. Okay, so then we're creating. So yeah, we probably should do that first, actually. Search for the day folder, and then create the folder if it doesn't exist. This might actually be an AI agent kind of situation, because we're going to need to based on that list. Check for the following folders. I mean, I guess not really, right? I guess I'm thinking about redundancies and that kind of thing, but I mean, this would probably be like a one time deal, right? Where you just start the process and it just creates all the folders. Maybe that's the problem. Is I keep thinking about n8n is like, this is not software. This is just connecting steps. So really, it's just going to be checking for the day folder, and then if it exists, then we're just going to go to drive. We're going to do oh, this guy needs to be updated anyway, because now we're just going to do the day folder instead. And then we're just going to create a bunch of folders. So create folder. is what I ended up. Did I end up dumping that into the root? Dumped it here, didn't I? Yep. So that was wrong anyway. That's the trash. So it should look for 20. There should, yeah, it should look for 2025 1013, and then create the folder for the project. So if it doesn't exist, it'll create it here. So create day folder. Naj, what's up, man? How is it going? Then create project, or like, what do we call it? Course folder. Yeah, so we create the course folder, which the course folder now will be in, the folder that it came from. So it's either going to be ID. Yeah, I think we can do the ID trick here, where it's going to be ID from this element or ID from this element. So either one will line up. But the folder name will be based on course topic and the date. Now format. Not going to give me the autocomplete. Come on. Cool. And then the folder will go from ID. This guy. Which JSON ID can be used generically, because that will also return the same thing. Cool. So we create the course folder, and then inside of the course folder, we're going to create a bunch more folders. Drive, create folder. Now, should you have you had much luck with your Obsidian workflow situation at work? Okay, so I'm going to create all these folders. Video. It hasn't worked yet. So, oh, whoa, well, give me that. Ah, nice. Give me the placeholder. That's cool. I was kind of guessing. And going to go with putting Obsidian on everyone's machine. Files in a RAID-only folder and tell them to put on reading mode. Okay. Oh, yeah, that works too. Yeah, I guess that works. Yeah. Gotcha. Cool. Yeah, I think that's what we kind of talked about. So everything's just on the network drive, and they just read off of they just use the read-only mode, and so they figure out the GitHub side. Yeah. That's a little bit more work, but that's not bad. You can definitely do that. Chain tracking. Yeah, exactly. That's just for you, really. So we need to create video. Is this gonna just rerun this? And then does that just create duplicate folders? Yep. That guy's got video. That guy does not. Trash. I don't know why it gets so angry. It like won't let me build this piece by piece. But we would create a video folder. We'll just do them all at once. Then we don't have to test. So we do video, audio. PDF. PDF folder. So what's the difference between PDF folder and additional resources folder? Are those not the same thing? Is a PDF the course content? So this would be like a worksheet folder rather than PDF. And then yeah, for sure. Yeah, slides. Yeah, slides make sense. Worksheet folder. Yeah. And then what else we got? Slides folder. We got worksheet folder. Quiz folder. Probably name these. So create video folder. Create audio folder. Create slides folder. Quiz folder. Worksheet folder. Additional resources. And then the course text. And the course text could just be at the root of the folder, so that doesn't need its own folder. Oh. Yeah, wouldn't. But they're both PDFs, right? So we don't want to just call it PDF. If the worksheet's a PDF and the additional resources is a PDF, then there's two different PDFs. So we need to have names of like what they actually are. Okay, so then yeah, I think that's good. Then that creates all the folders within that folder, and I copy pasted it, so it should have kept the same folder for all of that. Yeah. Oh, wait, that won't work. Because this will change the idea of the folder. I think will change every time we do this because it's going to return the folder ID of the last folder. So we need to set the ID. Course folder ID. A little bit before. Create the course folder, then set it here. Oh, the actual ID. Now that I've created all those, I have to update them all. And now we can do this guy. Cool. Back to trash. correct. Cool. So then just need to copy paste this to the rest of them. Okay. Yeah. Okay. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. Course folder, then lesson folder, and then folders and all inside each other. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. So we can do that. We can do that now. We won't have the lesson names, so we can't do that now. So we're just not going to do that. We have to do that later. We have to do that in a loop when we create the lesson titles. So then we can create the lesson structure, folder structure. Good call. Good call. So they'll be here. All right, so get rid of those. So we create the folder for the lecture in the day, and I don't need the name anymore, so I can get rid of that. Actually, I have the date, so just get rid of that. Be inside of the date. Then we don't need that. More of that. Have the course folder. Then we have a place to copy the course. Yeah, I think that'll work. All right, and just out of curiosity, I'm gonna make sure this actually works. Tarun, namaste. How are you? I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm good, man. How are you? We're cranking away at this. Gonna get a solid course creation foundation here. Gonna fill this guy out again. My sheet go. Inspect. Execute script. Submit. Cool. Now we've got data. Search for the folder. Doesn't exist. So it does not exist. Go to the false branch. We create today's date. Good. Now we can create the folder. What are you mad about, bro? Folder name. Yeah, folder name is the current is the submitted folder data, but it doesn't know that. It's cool with it. That works. Parent folder came from the last guy. Oh, it's not. It wasn't ID. Wait, what happened then? It was able to do it or not do it? Create day folder. Oh, it's because okay, it there was no ID here, but the ID came from here instead. So I think that's fine. Okay, it worked. Right? Yeah, it's back. Okay. Then we're gonna copy the file into that folder. Good deal. Okay, cool. Now I think we're gonna update. So we're gonna update the spreadsheet that we just created. Yeah, there we go. So this is up the course details. Then fill in the stuff that doesn't need AI. Update the one we just created. Wait, update. Oh no, not update row. I want to update. I want to append row. Right. So we should have a blank spreadsheet at this point. So then can map automatically. I want to do that? No, map manually. I was trying to avoid mapping manually, but we might have to do it because we'll have these fields, but they don't exactly match the columns in terms of name. And that's what happened, I think, with one of these guys. Yeah, this guy here. It left to its own devices, and n8n did not match those up correctly. It just created new columns. So then I guess we match manually. Probably makes sense. It's a lot of work. A lot of work. Okay, so keep a copy of the fully populated spreadsheet in the course name folder. Yeah, I think so, right? Like you'd have, because that's kind of that's your source. I mean, I guess while we're also here, no, I was gonna say, I know you had talked about the n8n database, but I don't know. I don't like that, to be honest. I think we want the. I think it makes sense to use the spreadsheet. Well, we have to store it somewhere, so it has to go here or wherever. I mean, I guess you can move it into the folder once it's done, but I mean the spreadsheet has to live somewhere in Google Drive, so it might as well live in the lecture or the course folder, right? Because otherwise, like, you could use the database, I guess. But I don't know. I don't like the database just because it's storing stuff in n8n, and then now you've got like, I don't know, you're like an F tier database. I would not want n8n to be my source of truth. In a system like this, like you want your data to be in like Airtable or Google Sheets or whatever instead, I would think. So so I think this just lives here. I mean, we could put it in like a source folder or something like that if you don't want it to just be like easily accessible out in the open. But yeah, you need the database somewhere. And then I do name, description. Oh no, that's not description. Oops. Oh man, it's been a minute. I don't even know how this works again. We're gonna have n8n fill out, or have the AI fill this out. So, right? All right, sounds good. Actually, I don't think we fill that out from their input. I think we fill out just the other stuff. So not even the topic. I guess the course topic should be not. I don't think we want to trust it from the user input, but category we can do. So right, category. What we call it category. Category is. No, we're not doing category either. Target audience, I guess. Ah, there we go. Yeah, target audience, course level. These are all more straightforward. Education platform, language, primary learning outcome. Specific skills to be gained. Tone of voice. Methodology. Number of lessons. Key topics to include. Topics to explicitly exclude. Practical elements. And then SRT, BTT, and these subtitles. All right. So that fills out a good chunk of the spreadsheet. Yeah, much better. Much better. Then we don't have to worry so much about GPT getting, or whatever, AI getting a little out of control. Can ignore that one. Then we have to tweak this prompt a little bit because now that data is taken care of. So don't have to worry about it. And then we can kind of give it more of an explicit like list of fields to say, like, here's the example data. So find the example data. Aggregate all the example data together. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. just creating rows. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Then this guy is going to be a little different. Internet expert course designer, curriculum developer. Task is to create high-level details for one row in a spreadsheet that will be referenced to generate the course. Here's all the data. Here's the user input. Here's some data examples. And then I was trying to get it to be like, hey, here's a JSON object. Just create a JSON object like that. But where I think we're going to have to be more explicit about it. So I think I'm going to do that here. Matches the structure. Return one JSON object, or I guess just return a JSON object that matches this structure. That, yeah, uses the user's input to using the user's input, create a JSON object like this. Specified in a JSON object like this. Now we need to fill in stuff. What am I filling in? The ID. description, name. Now description. What else? Not too much. Category. Category. Category here. And that's kind of it. There's not a lot else to fill out now because we've got. I have a cover image. Topic. I guess topic. What's topic? And there we go. Okay, so we need course title overview, course overview title, course overview content, and course description. Course overview. What did I say? Content? Course overview title of course overview content, course description. Content. I think that's it. Then we're still kind of glazing over or glossing over cover image. Haven't really addressed that yet, but get back to that. But this then creates a row identification situation where we need to now update the row that we've created as opposed to just append. And that would typically be where the ID situation would come in. So ID is kind of just using ID based on whatever they enter for the topic. So it's at this point, we should probably create, no, not get row, this guy. This guy should actually create the ID so that we know what it is. Because otherwise, well, no, never mind. We have the data. We can just match off of what was input from the form. So that would work. Example, important info, important guidelines. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we can just generate an image for it. just pin this so it stops running every time. It's not going to work because of that. Yep. I don't understand. I really don't understand. See purse title. Oh, course title. Yeah. So we'll unpin that. This really shouldn't be happening a bunch, but we're going to get another one. Having trouble keeping track of the state. Okay. Normally we wouldn't be iterating it this hard. Normally it's going to find the date and then create the, so I was trying to think of like useful test case. Delete the folder for the current course. I'm going to do that again. I think this is doing everything it should do. It's going to output the data that we want. That hopefully matches the format that we want. It should be content to string. Then we can use that JSON to string to then match the columns automatically. This is going to update row. We're going to update the row based on to match on column ID of doesn't really matter. Crap, I just deleted this guy. But I mean, I guess we want to pick something semi-unique, so it's a primary learning outcome. All right, so we can't. I was going to try to run the whole thing. I mean, that's the last step, so it's basically the whole thing. Let's save it and let's try it. See what happens. Populate the form, submit. So it should have found the folder. Copy the example. Cool. Now it's got the data. Should hopefully generate valid data for the fields that we want specifically. Ugh. Whoa, look at that. It worked. Okay. You can stop. So then, oh, I forgot to get rid of that folder too. Or no, I guess just recreated it. Yeah, cool. Then we've got our new spreadsheet. Didn't match it. Oh, right. Okay. I don't think I told it how to, though. So it's going to say column to use when matching rows in Google Sheets to the input, usually an ID. I mean, we're getting into manual mapping territory, so we might as well just do it. Just to make sure we get what we want. So ID will go here. Name goes here. Oh, wait. We're going to match on. I change that. Oh, wait. There we go. We're going to match on. What am I matching on? What did I say? Primary. This guy. Primary learning outcomes. So we're kind of having to do a manual match just to be able to pull in the proper data to find its match. It didn't do it automatically. But ideally, this should then update this. Yeah, there we go. It should put it in the correct row. Cool. Ah, very nice. It gave a pretty legit title, actually. Realized it was Introduction to Python for Engineers or Entrepreneurs. The rest of that's pretty straightforward. Then we get into the course title, Introduction to Python, building your first API integration. Nice. And then this should be a pretty long course overview. Yeah, not bad. Description. And maybe back to the situation of splitting out some of the names. So if you want like a more proper course description, I guess we probably need to run that through its own prompt. Yo, you're back. What's up, man? Do you know Lua scripting? I actually don't. I've always meant to pick up Lua scripting, especially way back in the days of World of Warcraft, where I wanted to learn how to do my own WoW plugins. I wanted to create like a custom WoW plugin. I know that was all Lua script, but I have never actually done Lua scripting. Milan's music. Are you guessing you need to Lua script something for something music related? But I would bet that AI is pretty good at Lua scripting if you needed it to generate some stuff. So you might be able to vibe code some Lua script if you need it. All right. Yeah, because we kind of lost our course description examples, right? Because we wanted more like this guy. And I don't know that it's doing that. It's not really following that format. So I think we will have to make that a separate generation as well. But I mean, I think the rest of this data looks pretty good. The rest of this kind of gets us where we need to be. So, but I understand the course description. Course description is pretty important. So I think it's probably worth a separate generation. That makes sense. Okay, cool. Let's do that. So this guy then will skip the course description, but this fills in the rest of it pretty well. Yeah. So the rest of that's good. And then we're going to kind of basically just use the exact same prompt here again, but just have it do course description. So could either do 2 updates. I wonder what the best way to do that is. Yeah, if we're going to do 2 updates, we'll just do that. So we'll have GPT come back with all that stuff, update the spreadsheet, and then do the description after that. Does this return the row that was updated? Doesn't. It does return the ID. Cool. So we can match on the ID later. Cool. I think that'll work. So then do AI or no, open AI. Message model. Doing yeah, this guy. Task is to generate a course description for the course description based on on the details. Hello. Cool. So now we actually don't need. Just gonna say, turn it into JSON. Description. Description here. And then I think I'm actually going to pull the data out of these examples specifically. So do JSON. Oh no, not JSON. Get rows. Get rows and sheet dot item dot JSON dot. What's up? Why are you mad? It's mad. What's wrong with you? Dot item. Yes. Why is that wrong? All right. Doing it no autocomplete. Dot JSON. Oh, it's because of items. Ah, yeah. I don't know if I can do that. So dot all. There we go. Dot map. Item dot course description. Just not gonna do previews, huh? Just giving up on it. Or is that, or am I not mapping right? It's a course description? Yeah, course description. Are samples of a course description format. It doesn't seem to like that though. Oh, okay. Sure. 03. 3 mini. I don't need thinking. No thanks. Here's my Isaac. Hello there. It is going. It's going pretty well. We're refactoring the beginning of the course creation data to get some better, hopefully better descriptions and stuff out of the courses. But it's good, man. It's good, man. How are you? Then Milan's did that. I don't know. Did that help at all? What were you trying to do with Lewis Grip? Also, Yug, welcome back. Thanks for hanging out. Here's my JSON, or here's my JavaScript. We're pulling out all the course descriptions. Issue with it? I'm going to map the item, and then in each item should have .course description. The autocomplete's not really cooperating right now, but oh wait, should be that course description. No. I guess technically each one's an object. So object, object, object. So we're mapping all the objects. We got 4. That's correct. Then what's the data structure on that? It's rows and sheet. I can't see JSON. JSON? Or this guy? Yeah, it's just a JSON object. Should be able to pull the key out. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's syntax that's bad or if it's just n8n being weird that it always bugs out with items because we had a 4-item path and we collapsed down to 1. I don't know if it's mad about that. It's not populating with data on the right. Oh, there's data left. Thinking long. Thinking real good. Ugh. That's probably enough context for it, hopefully. I don't know, maybe not. We'll see. We will see. Yep, it's the hyphens. Okay. App item.json. Okay, filter boolean. Okay, yeah, that would probably work. So JSON. Course description. Hey, there we go. Nice. Gonna do example. An example. So that looks like, yeah, format example. Congratulations, you found it. Although I don't know if it's gonna interpret example as part of it. And where am I injecting? True's automated. Oh, it's just doing it at the beginning. Yeah, never mind. All right, yeah. Whoops. An example. Hmm. They need to be split. Still mapping them all together. Need to do it within the item, which I am I not inside the item iterator? Am I not? Okay, so it needs to be split within the prompt to make sure it makes the structure more clear of each example. I don't need the whole thing, do I? No, it's way too much. Where is? There we go. I don't even know where these split. Don't know my own data very well. All right, so where's the first one? Stop. Course example. Congratulations, you found it. By the end of this course, you'll have. Okay, I think that's where I broke it, right? There we go. Oh no! Stop! Stop! Wasn't ready. Classic. First example one here. It's time to automate your world. Wait, oh, it's time to. Oh, it's still part of that. By the end of. Oh, we do it twice. By the end of this course, you'll not understand. By the end of this course, you'll have. Oops. But what happened there? There's like two in here. Oops. There we go. Instagram official Pakistan. Very nice. Hello, hello. How's it going, man? There we go. Okay, so that's a bad example. All right. Well, we got some data to clean up there. That's good. And Yeah, let's do this instead. Amazing that this worked. But I just need to split these examples to clearly identify each one in the prompt. Right now, they all run together. Jay Peters, can you tell the WhatsApp automation? Yeah, I haven't done a whole lot with WhatsApp automation, unfortunately. I've tried. I just need to get set up with the Facebook developer. I think it's Facebook developer account. You have to get a Facebook developer account approved, so you can get an API. And then once you get your API key, then you can do WhatsApp automation directly. But you could do something like ManyChat, and then that will, unfortunately, have to pay. I think the free tier of ManyChat will not do WhatsApp, but the paid tier of ManyChat will do WhatsApp. So you can use that for automation. So I'll probably do a video on that actually here this week. That's one I've been meaning to get back to. So we'll definitely look at that. There we go. That's what I was thinking. I just needed like a join. But it's right about the WhatsApp API. Yeah, like I got stuck just because like I couldn't get it to approve my phone number so that I can get an API key so I could use the WhatsApp. But I have an app. It's just not quite there. I want WhatsApp restaurant, WhatsApp automation for restaurant. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you can just use something like ManyChat to get that set up. Assuming that, yeah, whoever, if you or your client could pay $25. There's also, I don't know, is Jazz around? He had another one. It was like UChat AI or something like that. I'll have to check that one out too. All right. Hey, nice. There we go. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. It even included example. Wow. Yeah, very nice. Okay, so just for after each one. Oh, no, never mind. It needed an index. So just threw the index in there to be able to do that. And then it's concatenating it all together with a join. Okay, cool. Yeah. Cool. That looks much better. Okay, so then this guy should be able to generate a better course output. And then once we've done that, best indeed. I'm not sure what the best is, but yeah, otherwise you'll have to walk through the process of setting up your own WhatsApp API, which is a little bit of a pain, but it's really not that bad. I mean, if you can get, as long as you get your phone number approved, which I couldn't, at least I was having trouble. They weren't sending me a code. I think this will work. So if I do that, then we just need to do one more update after that. But this is going to bug out because it's going to call the API or call the AI again, regenerate it, then apply it, and update it. So I don't know why it's so touchy about all the node parameters, but I think we can go ahead and do that. And then I'm not gonna have data to work off of, but we can kind of blind build this one. We're gonna update. Whoops, we're gonna do sheets. Do sheets update. Update row and sheet. And I have no IDs. There we go. What are we doing? What are we doing? What did I do? Copy file. I want that guy. Details. Yeah. All right. And it's not going to connect. That's annoying. All right. And we're not doing that yet. All right. Let's try this one more time. So I can delete that folder. We're going to do that all again. Try to get to here. I think. Can you tell me how you're doing now, please? Because I am joining this live 2 minutes ago. Sure, yeah. Right now we are building a course automation system that will, as you're about to see, let's go ahead and let's do that. So we're gonna fill out a course. We're we're going to fill out like course details. And then based on the course details that we fill in, we're going to eventually generate some slides for this course. So all of this will be AI generated. And then eventually after that, we're going to create some videos to create like actual lectures out of the course content. So we're going to create a bunch of lessons inside of a lecture and then create videos with that. We're going to create some audio to go with it so you can actually have like a full lecture example. So yeah, unfortunately my audio is working. So but this is an actual video of the lecture and it's AI voice narrated. So it looks and sounds pretty legit. So we're working on that. We've gotten through one version of creating all of this. So we're working on the next version to get it a little bit better. But now I need to fill this out, and I'm going to do this in a lazy way because I've filled this thing out too many times at this point. Here's my script. There you go. So I'm going to run that script to fill out the form. And now we're good. We're saying we're creating a course for introduction to Python, entrepreneurs, beginner level, 10 lessons, English US, English US, subtitles, yes, BTT file, yes, SRT file, yes. Udemy, we want to be able to create an API with Python using API basics and libraries. We want a friendly conversational tone. We want case-driven, study-driven. And I want to use pip and ven. And I want the end of the lesson to have my assessments. So go ahead and create that. Good to go on that. We're going to copy in some data. Sounds interesting. Going to stick with you for the long term if this works out. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. How about you, n8n? What are you working on? What brought you here? I'm assuming n8n automation, but what are you trying to do with it? All right, this is looking pretty good. We are... Okay, you can stop, because now that we have data, course description. Welcome to the introduction for Python entrepreneurs. Hands-on friendly. Kind of didn't quite get the punchiness, so we might need to fix that. But we should have... Wait, yeah, I was going to say, this guy should be dead. All right, get rid of that. Introduction to Python. We got a new one, and it's looking like it's been filled out, which is good. What did it put here? Business technology .png or something. Oh, weird. It doesn't even say. That got filled in, but whatever. Is the rest of this data good? Introduction to Python, entrepreneurs, beginner, Udemy, English, be able to blah, blah, blah. These are all good. 10, nothing, end of exercise, course overview title, course overview explanation, or overview content. That's good length, that's good. And then course description, we have not added yet, so we're about to do that. All right, let's do that. So I think we have to do another set to get the data out. So I just want to say here, dot to JSON string. Oh, yeah, there we go, that guy. Or no, wait, how to do that? I always forget. I want content. JSON message to, oh no, I'm just doing plain JSON, not map. So JSON, this guy, to JSON string. That's better. Of course it doesn't. So with that, then course description, that should work. That should work. Should convert that into an actual JSON object that n8n will be happy with. And then we would do Google Sheets. So sounds interesting. Great, but lazy person. Exactly. Yes. Yeah, it'd be more for you know, if you want to generate your own course or want to learn on your own or sell them or whatever you want to do. Going to work on automation, some code generating modules in the future. Nice. Yeah, that sounds good. voice is abrupting. Is that I'm not sure. It's stopping. I know I've been messing around with my microphone, so it may be like cutting in and out. So that would be important to know. But I don't know. Yeah, if you mean abrupting, if that's a good or a bad thing. Let's see. Description. I have to run the thing again. Like I think so. I think it's just being weird about the data. Even though there's data right there. Hang on. Let's delete it and try it again. Set JSON. Let's get rid of that. Content to JSON string. And item 0 does not contain a valid JSON object. Oh, okay. Okay. What did you do, GPT? What is this? There's something in here that's bad. I don't see anything. Description, welcome to introduction for Python entrepreneurs. There's no quotes. See an issue in here. Anything in this that would not parse correctly? Let's do a screenshot. Getting this error, trying to make it n8n JSON draggable. All right. This is abrupting. Audio is fine here. Now voice is clear here. Okay, cool. It could be, yeah, it could be a connection thing or something too. Instagram official, and you're for restaurants, right? You said you're doing WhatsApp for restaurants. Is that are you doing are you like an agency? Is that restaurants? Do you do a lot of stuff for restaurants as your main client? Error happens because your message.content is a string that contains JSON in fields, not an object. Oh, wait. Okay. JSON to parse. Not sure. It's make it defensive. Yeah. Passing a string that looks like this is not an object yet. Yeah. But that's what I did in the other one. That's all I did right here, right? Did I prompt it different? It's just because it's really long. Oh, maybe because of the line breaks. That's got line breaks. This guy does not. Yeah, I think that's what's going on here. I think I told it even return only JSON, do not return markdown. There we go. All right, maybe that's part of it. I think that should work otherwise. So I'm gonna save it. Try again. You know, it's something when ChatGPT starts thinking for longer. Yeah, exactly. Makes me feel better. They didn't ask it a dumb question. It has to actually process it a little bit. There we go. That looks better. That's actual JSON. So that should work. It's going to do it again, though. Can I pin it? If I pin it, it's going to get mad, but we'll try. So if we pin that, Do I have to like save it? Is that why it doesn't like it? So then do that. Hey, there we go. That looks better. Cool. So now we can add to the spreadsheet. So sheets, update row. Want the spreadsheet from the beginning. Create the copy that document. And now it's mad because of the pin. Like, oh man. All right, then we have to run it again. All right, guys, just let it regenerate. So yeah, that's fine. I guess it saves saves a API call. And this guy's gonna be mad until I put in an ID. So just get rid of that. There. Well, let me try one more time. Copy D. Yeah. All right. Wonder if O3 Mini is cheaper than no. That's gonna keep doing it, man. That's annoying. Yeah, I was just wondering how much cheaper O3 Mini is versus GPT-5 Mini. I think GPT-5 is actually like really solid, probably better, way better than O3. All right, we're gonna do it one more time. I have to get rid of that. Yeah, this guy, because it's mad. Can I just type it in? Because I know what it is. Nope, it's not gonna let me. My name? Oh, now it's not. I can't. Okay, yeah. All right, we're gonna wait till we have valid data, I guess. Try it again. Fill out my form. Form filled out. Let it run through. We're gonna get a duplicate folder. We already do. Then we fill in the data mostly from the form submit. Then we use GPT to fill in a good amount of the rest of the descriptions based on the data. And we're going to be a little bit pickier about the full course description just to match or like markety kind of sound. Can't call the next one. We set the data here. Now we should be able to update that row in the sheet. So we're going to copy. We're going to use the ID from the copy file node, and then we are going to go to course details, and then, yeah, we can match an ID. That's fine, because now we have an ID to match on, because when this guy comes back, there, we can match on that. Cool. Then update just course description from what we just got. I mean, that's actually not a bad hook, calling out entrepreneurs specifically. Yeah, good deal. Oh, look at that. Complete with line breaks and everything. Nice. Okay, so this guy, this is a dud, so I can get rid of that guy. I can get rid of the one from 1137. This is the new one. And just kind of double check. ID. Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna get some weird stuff like that probably. Introduction to Python for entrepreneurs, that's good. Description, pretty good length. Crap. Are we using that? I think we're using that on the slide. So it might be a little bit wordy. Might not fit. Then programming and development. Yeah, we probably should. I don't know if we need to have like a system for defined categories. Maybe. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, never mind. It's just an overrun. Okay, cool. Introduction to Python, entrepreneurs, beginner, Udemy. That stuff should come straight from the forum, so there shouldn't have been any funniness with that. 10 lessons, pip, nothing. End of lesson and exercises. And then empower your business with Python, a beginner's journey. Good title. Then course overview. Cool. And then we just did this guy. Hey, nice. That's looking better. Okay, I didn't do all the break lines, but kind of gets the point across. It's not bad. We're getting closer. Getting closer. Cool. So I think that's not bad. So that's a good refactor for her course data. Maybe an image. We need we need to generate generate a course image, but that's like another API call. I'll have to figure out what we're gonna do there. I mean, I know you'll have a pretty crazy system, Craig, so you could run something fancy like whatever the WAN models or something. But otherwise, you can just call GPT and have it generate an image. But yeah, I think that's much more robust than what we had before. We were just having GPT like generate one row based on some data. This is looking a little bit better. So that should lay a pretty good foundation. And then tomorrow we can kind of get into that. I think we're gonna need to get more of the folder structure going. And then, so like once we've got all the course titles, then we can create folders for each one of those lectures. And then we can generate the rest of the stuff for it. So pretty good. Awesome work you're doing. Thank you. Meet you in the next live stream. Yeah, it's late for you for sure. But yeah, I'm actually about to call it too. So good timing. But thanks for hanging out, Amin. I appreciate it. We'll see you. I'll be on tomorrow about the same time, so you can catch me late tonight or late tomorrow night. But Craig, what's up? Generate a course based on course title, course description, and target audience. Okay, yeah, we can do that. We could throw a quick API call to something. I've been doing n8n lately, so maybe we'll do that. Naj, very nice. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, gonna call it today on that one though. Pretty good. Much better course detail foundation, and we'll get to that probably an image tomorrow, and then hopefully get back to regenerating a whole course and see what we can get. So thanks, guys. Won't miss the next one. I appreciate that. Thank you. And yeah, Instagram official. Good luck if you do end up checking out banana. Cool. Yeah, I'll do that. But yeah, Instagram official. Good luck with the WhatsApp messaging. I do want to get a video out for that, so I may do like a mini chat or a U chat or something like that. So try to get a video out for that on my channel here in a little bit, sometime this week probably. Isaac, thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. Yug, Milan's, good luck with Lua scripting. And Tarun, thanks for hanging out too. Appreciate you stopping by. And I think that's everybody. I think we covered everybody. I will be back on tomorrow about 10 o'clock, so I appreciate it. Off to the shop and get dinner with the girls. There you go, man. Sounds like a good evening. Enjoy. And I will catch everybody tomorrow. See ya.